Hey, how's it going? How's everybody doing? Happy Halloween. It's Halloween weekend. It's the 29th today, Saturday night. So that's the party night if you're an adult. And hope everybody's doing good. Hope everybody's doing great. And if you didn't notice, some of you might not have because I'm pretty gruesome as it is. Yes, this is a mask. But don't worry, I'll take it off because it's actually really hot. I got a funny story about this mask too. How's that? Is that better? I don't know. But before you think I'm part of some ignorant hate group, I'm not. I'm a scarecrow. An evil scarecrow. This is part of the costume that I made a few years ago. Try and make costumes every year. COVID obviously changed that. Partially obscured here. Hold on. There we go. I can't remember which side's the front. I don't think it matters. But yeah. Funny thing about this costume, this isn't the whole costume, obviously. I have overalls and a shirt and a crow I stick on my shoulder and gloves and little things with straw coming out. It looks pretty cool in its entirety. But anyway, yeah, funny thing about interesting story about this costume. When I made it, like I wore it a couple times, and then we got invited to a party at a bar, and it wasn't like we had one section reserved, but there was other people floating around and stuff. There was like about, I don't know, 10 or 12 of us, but there's other people from other groups, and everybody's mingling because we're all in costumes. It was a good time. But they had a costume party, or sorry, a costume contest, I guess, and I won first place. So that was really cool. And there's one girl who was giving me nasty looks after that. It's like, sorry, you bought your costume, I made mine, and mine actually looked really good. But anyway, with that being said, the prize was tickets to a Toronto Maple Leaf game. Now, I'm not a sports guy per se, but my family is. My dad is, and so it was for the Toronto Maple Leafs hockey game in Toronto. But they didn't have the actual tickets at that time, so they called me up and asked me, what game would you like to see? And my dad is a huge Boston Bruins fan, right? It's like that's his team. It always has been since I was as long as I can remember. And he's never really been a big fan of the Toronto Maple Leafs per se. So I thought his birthday's in December, so I thought, yeah, you know what, can we get a Boston game? Because I thought I'd take my dad out for his birthday to the game. I know he'd have a really good time. It's something he'd really appreciate. And then time went by. I never even got the fucking tickets. I don't know if they never weren't able to get them or they tried to contact me and I didn't get their message or I didn't hear from it or hear from them, or if somebody just went and saw the tickets in the office. It was in a restaurant, and I've been working in restaurants for years and years, and maybe the staff weren't most honest, saw the tickets there and just yoink, and they never bothered to contact me because they just didn't want to have to say anything or assume that I wouldn't bother contacting them, which I didn't. I kind of forgot about it. Then I realized whatever happened to those tickets. But anyway, I gotta stop. I have been saying that a lot in my videos. I don't know why, and it's getting on my nerves. So maybe. But anyway, funny story about this mask. I bought this, not the restaurant I work at now, the company I work for now, but the company I worked for before. I bought this as a joke because they were doing renovations in the ceiling and in the roof. So there was this big open area, but it was all black, and there's pipes and things. So what it is, I took this and I put a balloon, blew up a balloon, put the balloon under it so the face would be full. And I hid it back in the shadows, and so you couldn't really see it, but if you looked at it, and after a second, you'd think there's a person sitting there staring at you, and people would look at it, and then they'd laugh, and everyone knew it was me because I'm always pulling pranks and jokes on people. So anyway, let me turn this light on. don't know if that made any difference, but yeah. So, and everyone's getting a chuckle now. There's this one girl that worked there, this one waitress she was batshit crazy out of her mind, and so she comes along and she sees it, and she looks up, and instead of God like a normal person, she lets out this blood curdling scream. It was like Fay Ray and King Kong, like that. That's how ridiculous this scream was. It was like ah, and you can hear her through the entire back area where the kitchen is, and it was a pretty big area. And the office in that restaurant was still pretty far away. They heard this blood curdling scream, and and before they even got there, she knew it was me, and she starts yelling, "What are you doing? What's wrong with you? You're stupid," and all this other crap, and telling me I'm going to give somebody a heart attack, and how can I just be such an idiot and all this. And everyone's just laughing at her, because she's making a fool out of herself, and nobody liked her anyway. I think her name was Vicky or some shit, but that's not important. So they come out, and then she's like, "Look what he did, look at that," and the manager's laughing, goes, "Yeah, I saw it earlier, it's funny, it was a joke, like, what's wrong with you?" And she asked me, she told me to take it down. I go, "Well, you already know it's there, so it's not going to scare you again, and no, it's staying, because not everybody's seen it yet." So I left it, and then I think a couple days later I took it down, because I wanted to keep the mask and maybe do it again sometime, which I'll probably do where I work now. The restaurant I'm in it's a really old building and supposedly haunted. People say they've seen things. I haven't been lucky enough to see anything there yet, but I hope so. I'd like to. I like ghosts, But anyway, another little story, and then I got my little treasure chest that I want to go through. It's not really too exciting stuff, but got this shirt here. The guy sent to me. You see it? Where are we? We centered? Yeah. So, and what happened, I was on the subway coming home, and I was wearing some kind of a horror movie shirt, and he was wearing this shirt. Not this shirt, but the same picture. And so we start chatting, right, in horror movies, and apparently he has a small company, and he prints shirts. He showed me his card, but I don't think he gave me a card. I can't remember what happened there, but he said he would mail me one if, I gave him my address. We talked for a bit, so he didn't seem sketchy or anything. I didn't mind sending him my mailing address. It was whatever. So a couple months go by. I totally, pretty much by the next day or the day after, I completely forgot about it. So he eventually sent me one. I got the other day, it came in the mail. I was like, "Oh, what's this?" And I opened it up, and I saw this shirt. Oh yeah, I forgot about this guy. Unfortunately, it is. My glasses on over this costume here, but that just takes away from the costume a bit. But where are we at? It's 2 times extra large. I don't know if you can see that there, but even over my fat belly, that's way too big. So unfortunately, I don't think I'll be able to wear it, but maybe I can find someone who can. But time will tell. So anyway, I'm actually going to pull this off, and you can look at my real bald head. Just getting a little hot under it all. Ugh, should put the mask back on. I'll just keep the hat on, since I like wearing hats. There. People tuning in now, though. What's that? People tuning in. What am I on? What am I on TV? People just, I don't know. Shut up, me. But I go through this. I call it my little treasure box, sort of. It's a Texas Chainsaw Massacre lunchbox. But I just put all random little things I've found here and there over the years in here, and I don't even know what's in here. Well, I just keep popping, adding stuff to it, but we'll see. Okay, well, this is just some packaging from something I bought at the dollar store. It was a little, I think I showed it in a video. It was a little Michael Myers kind of wobbly thing, but it's just the DVD cover on the back. But I thought it was kind of neat, so I kept it. It's kind of glossy. Let's see what else we got in here. We got, well, this was a company. Oh, it's a publisher. And I meant to actually hang on to this, but they well, they're a publishing company for books, novels, you know, that sort of thing. And Scary Mary, Freak Maker. There's a lot of business cards in here. Oh, she was making like preserving. I don't know how you put it. Like when you take a bug, dry it out, and then you spread it out so it looks like it's still alive, I guess. And then, but she was putting like little watch parts in it, and making it look mechanical, almost like clockwork. So it's kind of cool. Vinegar Syndrome. Not sure what that was for, but anyway, pop that down. Oh, this is, I got this from Tom Matthews. And I think that's supposed to be a picture drawing of him there. But they have a movie called Never Hike Alone. It's a fan film, a Friday the 13th fan film, which I highly recommend. Check it out if you're a fan of the film of Friday the 13th. Check it out. And there's also a Never Hike in the Snow. And he's in both of those, actually. But now there's Never Hike Alone 2. So it's coming out soon. I don't think it's out yet. But I'm going to keep my eye out for it. And I definitely recommend checking it out if you like the Friday the 13th series. And on this is the card for the first one. Never Hike Alone. It's really well done. It's clearly low budget. Doesn't have minimal actors in it, but it works. It goes back to like the earlier Friday the 13th, where he's in the woods and it's, you know, he's not on a boat. He's not in outer space. You know, it's the he's not like the zombie version, the Kane Hodder years era Friday the 13th. It's the earlier stuff where he's just a guy, a psycho or whatever you want to call him, going out and killing people. What was this? Little Ghosts, Canada's first horror. Oh, it was a horror bookstore in the heart of Toronto. I've never even been here before. I gotta check this out because that's not very far from me. But 930 Dundas, so that's right downtown. So I don't check that out. Look it up. It's called Little Ghosts Bookstore. Check them out on Twitter. And it's called Dundas Little Books. Yeah, that's their email. And what's this one? Oh, this is Slab Town. This is a this isn't in Toronto. It's outside of Toronto. It's a cider bar, and I know some people that work there. So check that out. I've only heard good things from them. I had some food from there, like some pizzas and stuff. It's pretty good. So give that a try. What do we got here? Bringing Nightmares to Life, one book at a time. Oh, this is the publishing company from before. I guess this is a list of some of the things they've had published. There, so yeah, check them out, you know. See what. Okay. Some little Deadly Grounds. Yeah, this is a coffee shop. It's not in Toronto. This is I think it's just outside of Bowmanville or in Bowmanville. But yeah, check them out. They got some really cool things in there. Just even if you're not buying coffee, which don't go there and don't buy coffee. That's just rude. Don't do that. Buy coffee. Or other stuff. They got all kinds of stuff. That's where I got this Leatherface pillow. But check that out. Some more cards here. This is oh, this is just this is an old card. It's a 2014, the Festival of Fear, Rue Morgue Festival of Fear card. Still have, and this one here. It's MacabraCon. I don't know what year this is. Probably around the same time. But this picture of Gunnar Hansen on the front. And guests of honor. I know this had to be a few years old because Gunnar Hansen and Marilyn Burns are here, and they're both passed away. So, and Robert, how do you say his name? I know who it is. Robert Ricardo, the kid from Walking Dead. Oh, and John Russo, yeah, from Night of the Living Dead, or who helped make and acted in Night of the Living Dead. But yeah, and there's Terry McMinn. Oh, she's so sweet. Even hanging on a meat hook. What was this? I think this was a ticket to see. Oh, the butcher, the butcher, the chef, and the swordsman. That's an old ticket. That is really old. But that's I think it's a Chinese movie. It's really good. It's a comedy, I remember. But March 21st, 2011. So that's 2011. But yeah, check that out if you like Asian cinema, especially comedies and stuff. That's a really good one. This was the little flyer from Public Enemy. I saw them a few years ago. One of the best concerts I've ever went to, actually. And I go to more metal shows and stuff. It was one of the only few hip hop concerts I've ever been to. And this was just one for Onyx. I didn't never seen Onyx live, but I do like Onyx, so it's set up to look like a baseball card. But, all right, let's see what this is. This is Steam Queen, Steampunk Fair, Campbell House. This is from 2013, but it's just got the information on it. And, it's in Toronto, because that's a old school Toronto streetcar. So where was this? Steam Queen, blah blah blah. Campbell House. I'm not even sure what that is, but anyway, what else? I got another. I'll get to that one in a second. Just a Misfits postcard. Empress Walk, Cabin in the Woods ticket stub. We got here. Oh, The Last Exorcism ticket stub. And just some random Cineplex, some random cards I had. Sonic Temple. This place doesn't exist anymore. B&V, good place in Toronto to buy movies, books, etc., etc. Blur Cinema, this was my membership card. I used to go to this place every single week. And I got like all kinds of like stubs in here from various movies. It was a great place to go. You could see old movies. It's a second run theater, so basically anything that's already played, then it could play there. Sometimes it's new movies, sometimes old movies. Saw a lot of old horror movies there. And then they decided to change their format and go all hot docs and all that hot docs shit that I can't stand. I'm wrong, I like documentaries, but when you took away the theater that I was going to see all my classic horror movies and other movies too, that I'd been going there for a couple years, and then suddenly, oh, okay, we're changing the format. See you later. I wasn't too happy about that. Eyesore Cinema. That's a store in downtown Toronto. That's on Tamara did. And what was this? Antique chic, vintage costume, jewelry, blah blah blah, with a picture of Audrey Hepburn on their card. Antique chic. It's another Cineplex card. I'm gonna motor through these fast, getting along here. Sticker from Empire Strikes Back. And more ticket stubs. What other ticket stubs we got? I got one for Predators. One for The Hangover. What else we got here? Iron Man 2. Captain America. Another Captain America one. What do we got here? Inglourious Bastards. Another card, The Vault. That's what I couldn't remember what that store was called. Now I remember. I bought a couple things from them at Horrorama a bunch of years ago. Sweeney Todd, Iron Man, Glorious Bastards again. The double ones usually one was mine and one was Tracy's. One that's I think it's just too faded to read. It's just like white. Another Blur Cinema thing. Macabro Productions. What are they? Oh, they make masks and props and effects and things. So I've had these things in here for years. Neurotica Records. This is in Toronto. I don't know if it's bounced around to different locations because a lot of the place is closed and such. But I've bought quite a few things there. A documentary about the Evil Dead fans. That's what this is. Hell to the Deadites. I don't even know where I got half of these things, to be honest. The Butcher Shop. Anyway, I'm not even sure what this is. It's, they make masks and things like that, I guess. effects. So that's there, right there. Sherlock Holmes. This one, Ravenous, really good movie. More stickers from Empire Strikes Back. I'm not sure what's. Well, it's half of Chewie. And Cloud City. Halloween 2, that's the Rob Zombie version. G.I. Joe. I don't even remember seeing that one. Book of Eli. Horrible movie, in my opinion. I thought that was a terrible movie. Another one's Too Fated to Read. Also Too Fated to Read. And also Too Fated to Read. And, oh, this is my Horrorama wristband from a few years ago. The ones they put now are just the generic ones. I bought something from the dollar store with R2-D2 on it. So a bunch of comics I'm not going to go through. A bunch of random movie comics. Another ticket stub. This was for Fair Game. All kinds of ticket stubs, movie stubs. What do we got? Skyline, bad movie, good actors. Dr. Parnassus, etc., etc. Longest. That was okay. That was an okay movie. The Butcher, the Chef, and that's the same one before. Thor, Paul. It's an excellent movie too for a comedy. Not sure what I saw. Oh, I know what this is. This is when I saw the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I think that's what that is. What do we got here? Cowboys and Aliens, which I thought was a terrible movie. Bullet to the something. I don't know what that. I don't remember this. Straight Outta Compton. Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to go through all these. I'm going to be here all fucking day just naming movies, but you can see there's a lot there. What else? Some more interesting stuff back here. This is nothing. Another Horrorama wristband. Oh, my ticket for Wicked. The musical. Go check it out. It's really good. And that's nothing. What else we got? We got the Film Reference Library. Oh, this is from TIFF. It's just things, but they're not that interesting. More movie tickets. He-Con, 80s Toys Expo. That's kind of cool. I don't know how I ended up with this because I'm not like into vintage toys per se, but there's another card for the butcher shop. And posing with Gunnar Hansen with a Leatherface mask. That's pretty cool, actually. Night of the Living Dead. Oh, this was the Night of the Living Dead live show. If this ever comes back, see it. It is hilarious. It's filmed like it's on stage. All the costumes are like a black and white movie. Check it out. It's really good. What else we got here? The Black Fawn. And we'll get running later than I thought on this one. Thrills, Chills, and Kills. Black Fawn distribution. Distribution. That's it. I can English sometimes, but I'm not sure what. I'm just motoring through these quick. Or whatever this. In the House of Flies. Bullet Head. And these are movies. Another Horrorama card. Something written on the back. I'm not sure what that says, but anyway, that's who is there in this show. More comics. What do we got here? This one here is Hollywood Canteen. It's a cool store, a lot of stuff. I don't know if I don't think it's still there anymore, but the owner, no, they moved it, but the owners were completely obnoxious. I really did not like them giving them my money. And they jacked the price up on everything. It was ridiculous. Zombie Wrestling. It's about a pub night, something or other. What do we got here? Zombie Wrestling again. Oh, this is just from a drag show in Toronto. I go to once in a while. I see their show Exposed with Georgie Girl and Savannah Cox. But it's a good show. They're a good team. Monsters of Schlock, Make TV, whatever that is. Motorhead is the Motorhead tribute band, and they're really good. They look like Motorhead. They sound like Motorhead. And they're fucking awesome. Check them out. What do we got here? The Ghoulsome Review. Bovine Sex. Oh, this must have been. I'm not sure exactly what that is, but it's Bovine Sex Club. If you're ever in Toronto, I recommend checking that place out. This one I already showed. I did a different version. Killer Toys. It's an ad for toys. Klingon, something other. Just a fan expo flyer. This was just inside a toy I bought. It's for anyway. The Blood in the Snow Canadian Film Festival. Flyer from that from 2014. Bruce Campbell, Festival of Fear with Bruce Campbell. And let's see who else was there that time. Machete Maidens Unleashed. That was actually a movie I saw. I think it was a documentary about sexploitation films in the Philippines, maybe. Another Festival of Fear card. Yeah. This is The Butcher, the Chef, and the Swordsman. I had the movie stub for that. Down there, what do we got? We got Falls Horror Fest 2015. Some familiar faces right there. And some others in the back. What do we got? We got Tales from the Whorehouse of Horror. Dr. Jekyll, gynecologist. Oh, we got, that's the same one. A whole bunch of Blur Cinema sticker stubs. Toronto After Dark Film Festival wants you, yeah, it's a flyer there. Toronto Film Festival. There, another Neurotica Records thing. Alien versus Ninja. Okay, I don't even know what that is. Squid Lid. This is a band or a guy who's a musician in Toronto, I guess. The Collapsed. Another flyer or something for a movie. This one here. What is this? Oh, this came with my King Kong DVD. It was just inside with some facts and sort of thing. And so is this. You can order the poster, which I didn't. But, just a couple more things before we run out of time. This is a Turner Classic Movie flyer. I think this came in with the King Kong DVD. Showing of the Gate flyer. Another decent movie. And then just some postcards that come with the King Kong DVD. Anyway, we're at 27 minutes, which is longer than I really wanted to do, but that's everything for my little treasure chest, minus this little magnet twisted tease, whatever that is. But, yeah, if you sat through the whole thing, you have a lot of patience, and thank you very much. And hope everybody has a safe and fun Halloween. Don't eat too much candy, and don't take any apples with raisins in them. But I'm not even drunk yet. It's too early. But yeah, enjoy Halloween. Be safe. Have fun with your friends. If you got kids, have fun with the kids. Give out some candy, and just all in all, have a good time. Be safe. Like, subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.